reason why I'm here today is I found a decal that was on my 1984 Maserati Quattroporte that I was led to believe was actually a tire pressure and load weight ratings decal that was on this vehicle. And come to find out, it actually was a California emissions assembly line test decal, which would be exactly very similar to what we ended up having to do with the 81 Mercedes 300D. So I'm not sure if you remember, I had a decal that was all screwed up. Well, this is actually what it is. And what happened was, when this car was being assembled in Modena, Italy, this vehicle was built and specifically for the California market. So while it was going through the assembly line, this particular car was tested to make sure that it did meet the California emissions for 1984, and then this sticker was basically put on the car. What I also did was I found in my hunt is the Department of Energy, the U.S. government also had another decal that was made, like this one here, that actually showed what the estimated mile per gallon is, gives you a basic description of what the car has, and even gives at the time, with $1.25 per gallon, the estimated cost at $2,344 a year to actually run the car at like 15,000 miles. Anyway, this is the one car that I've been asking for help trying to find what the actual decal was. It was all discolored because of age and then the fact that the ink ran. And what ended up happening was Evelyn, who's doing this taping for this, was able to make a copy. I put it on our big screen TV, and as I started actually reading the information that was on there, then it dawned on me that it was in fact an actual California emissions decal. Anyway, of this, I think there was like a little under 3,000. I think it was like 26 to 2,700 of these particular cars made over a 9-year period of time. This one here is, I think there's like pretty close to like 200, under 230 cars were made per year that went into worldwide production. So I mean, to have a vehicle that was actually designated for California, this particular one went to the Port of Los Angeles and was sold at Beverly Hills Mercedes, Beverly Hills Maserati and Ferrari. So that I do know from all the receipts that I have on the camera. If you've never seen one, which I know there's a bunch of stuff that's on YouTube, this one's pretty much unmolested, other than I did change the radio. It had an original block punk that went a few years ago, but I was able to manage to keep the speakers. I just changed the deck, and then I have a block punk a little amplifier that basically is back behind the radio in the center console, and the little amplifier basically back in here, the little panel to get into it. But the rest of the car is pretty much 100% of it. It is 100%. So if you want to see what it looks like, I haven't run the car in a while, so it's a little smoky right now. And I am in the process of getting it smogged so I can drive it again. And here's a little sunshade. Again, all this was stock from the factory. As far as any electrical problems that you keep reading about, so far out of this car, I have had zero other than the window switches. I did have a couple of issues with the windows not rolling up and down improperly. I changed the switches and then everything's worked fine ever since. That's been the only electrical problem I've had with the car. So when you hear all this stuff about these having electrical problems, I think that's basically is a myth. If I can open the hood. It is dirty. But basically that's what you're looking at. This motor was designed back in 1953. It has a triple timing chain. So I mean, you could almost pull the Titanic up with it. This one also has, there's 4 2-barrel, they're Weber 42 carburetors that are on it. Again, this is a 100% unmolested car. So I'm going to show you one of them. You can go through the sides. And even the rims still have the original stickers that came from the factory on it. And the original, everything on it. So anyway, this is basically it. I just wanted to give kind of a heads up. The one thing about open it. Trunk compartment of what one of these little suckers look like. And they have like the little compartments. This is the toolkit. This is like the little jack that came with the car. And then I can't remember if there's anything in here or not. Like another cup with some garbage in it. But that's basically it. Again, I've had no problems with this car other than this year I'm going to have to get it spot through a star station. I have to have the carbs readjusted. But one more time, just to show you this emission sticker. And the part number for this is a TRG 05773. And this sticker through the Maserati Club, different shops that Maserati USA and the actual factory in Modena, some of the other repair places and collector car parts, no one has this decal at all. I know because I've spent another 3 months trying to locate it until again I looked back at one of my old videos and figured it out. Anyway, hopefully this helps you with your car. And you can get with Maserati USA. They do have an 800 number and are more than willing to help you figure out if you do have, in fact, a California car. And if you do, this is the location and that is what the sticker does look like. Anyway, thanks for your time. And again, hopefully this helps you. Thanks again.